So we've had a really long hot summer and very dry as well, but here's 3 perennials that if you've been having trouble with plants just surviving in those hot sunny areas, 3 perennials that you might want to consider adding to your garden. And they're real showstoppers, and I use them in designs all the time. One is a dwarf Russian sage. You'll probably recognize Russian sage as that tall plant with the lavender colored flowers. This one's just coming out in bloom, kind of a silvery foliage. This one's called Little Spire, and it's only gets to be about 2-3 feet, so not quite as tall as the 4-foot regular Russian sage, and not as floppy. So if you know Russian sage is a plant falling over all the time, you might want to try Little Spire. But just starting to come out in bloom, so give you color from now right into the fall. And I even like the silver foliage in that earlier in the season to make a bit of contrast in the garden. But loves that full sun, real dry spot once it gets established. Another sun perennial that just loves those dry conditions is one called Delosperma or Ice Plants. And it's been out for a few years. There's many different colors available, hot pinks, yellows, purples, whites. This is more of a orange colored one. And it's a low spreading plant, almost reminds you of a portulaca. It has that thicker succulent leaf, but loves the hot dry stuff drooping over a rock. It only gets to be about 4-6 inches high, but will spread about 1.5 feet across. But continues to bloom. It first comes out in late May with its flowers and still blooming strong at this point, and will go throughout the summer. So another great plant for those hot dry spots, or maybe you like doing container plants but you're not always there to water. These will also do well in containers. The third one to point out that loves that our summer that we've been having is a new sedum, and it's called Plum Dazzled sedum, and nice plum colored leaves to it. The new growth comes out kind of a bluey green, and the leaves will darken. Like all sedums, they'll get pink flower heads onto it more into late August, September, October. But even just as a contrast, you can see it here with the Russian sage, getting that silver and burgundy together. Just makes another color contrast. But if you're looking something for the border of your garden, something that will stay low and just love dryness, the sedum is a plant for you. So just to point out 3 of the plants that we have here that will tolerate these summers. I know it's been a frustrating summer for a lot of gardeners, especially if you're kind of shy with watering, but there is plants out there that will take that hot, dry summer. So make sure you ask for those when you come in.